application series. So in this episode, we are diving into data transformation techniques using SSIS KingswaySoft and Dataverse. So our goal to clean, convert, and enhance contact data from CRM. Now move to agenda. So here what we will cover today. First thing, what are the basic transformation in SSIS? Next, we go through with why transformation are critical in real world integration. Then we go through step by step demo using derived column, conditional split, and data conversion, and some real world scenario like null handling and type mismatches. So before loading data into our CRM, we often need to clean and format it. For example, some record might have null value in names. So we have found this one name where we getting the null value. Okay, and the data type may not be match what CRM expects, and name might be in a lower case, but the client wants uppercase for the better consistency. So these issues, if not fixed, can lead to integration failure or poor data quality. So that's where transformation comes in. So what transformation are we using? So in this training, we will use derived column. Derived column help us to create a uppercase version of names. Then we using the conditional split. It is help us to filter out records where names are missing. Then we go through with data conversion to change the data type if needed, because sometimes we have facing the data conversion issue while moving our data from one source to another destination. Okay, so these three main important tools we have using for today video. So these are visual component in SSIS, so no programming is required. Now let's discuss the scenario. So here what scenario we have go through with. So let's say we are extracting contact records from our CRM source. Okay, some contacts have null like first name or last name. Some name are in a lowercase. This is a second thing. So we want clean uppercase names before loading them into destination. So we will clean this data using SSIS. So now let's move to Visual Studio. So here first we have a drag and drop data flow task. Okay. So in that onto the control flow and open data flow task and drag CDS source. So in our situation, we have using the Dataverse source. It is called CDS source. Okay, from our KingswaySoft toolbox. So these are the like a KingswaySoft toolbox, CDS source, CDS destination, CRM source, CRM destination. So we can, if we using the Navision databases, so we using the Navision source, Navision databases. Okay. Now after the successful configuration of our tables, so configure our CRM connection using KingswaySoft Connection Manager, and then select our contact entity. So here we can select a minimal column also to help us to minimize the thing. So I just go through with our column name like I first name. last name, email address. So these key important column for our contact list, birth date, and our contact ID. So this is a unique identifier. It means it is our primary key for this table. So these are the column we have go through with our demo. So after selecting source, now go through with our first transformation. So first transformation we have required, like we have using the derived column. Why we using the derived column? Because name and last name in a lowercase. Okay, so we just convert into uppercase as per the requirement. Okay, so like a first name underscore upper, what we have expression use here, upper. Here we have select our column name first, then last name. So if you have required, like sometime you have facing some expression you have forget it, so here multiple operations are there. Here operations are there, mathematical functions like round if we required. Okay, string functions lower case if you required in a lower case, so you can convert into lower, something you want to replace. So these are the expression we can use for our some trim operation you want to perform. So these you can do from here. So after successfully, oh, sorry. Okay, so what do we have getting error? Because if you see in here, like we have column name in a L in a smaller case as per our table, and here we have using in a uppercase. So this is a case sensitive thing, so you can remember this is okay. So that's why we have facing this issue. So always remember this is a case sensitive thing. So before any manual intervention, we just ensure about like this is a correct or not. So this create a new column with uppercase names, which improve the consistency. Now next transformation, add a conditional split. Why we are using the conditional split? Because our purpose is to filter record based on the condition. What condition we have required? So here our condition is if first name is in a null. So here we have drag and drop also. Okay. So what is condition? First name and, so this is a and condition we have using. So if first name is null and last name is null, so in that case it is not inserted into our final table. So this means keep only records where both first name and last name are not null. So you can direct valid row to one output path and invalid row to another. So for error logging or discarding the things. Okay. Now we have used our destination server, like I have using here. So I have created a table contact update. So I can go through with this structure. So there is a first name, last name, email address, and birth date. Okay. So now we do the mapping. We have converted first name as a first name upper and last name is as a last name upper. Okay. So here you have seen a error. So what is the error? It is saying that email address cannot convert between Unicode to non-Unicode. So if you seen in our source, so it is in source, it is nvarchar email address 1, nvarchar 100. Okay, but in our case it is varchar 50. So for that we just use our one transformation is there, that is data conversion. Okay, so I can remove this. So let's check the mapping. So now everything was okay. Okay, so here we have just convert the email address into string for, so this is dtstr. Okay, so now it is corrected. So next thing is like this is our clean data. If you want to save our null values, like what are the data where we getting the null values, so we just put here second condition and contact error. Okay, here we have do the mapping like first name upper, last name upper. We can ignore it because in that case we not required. So this is our so in data conversion thing we have changed the data type. Okay, because in our case SSIS throw a type mismatch, so we just change the type. Okay, so this ensure that destination may staging table or third party systems to get data in no expected format. And we also done our null handling. So handling null in a common in a data integration, we remove all the null entirely using conditional split. So here how our data flow look. First our CRM source. Okay, next we have used derived column for conversion into uppercase for first name and last name. Then we use the conditional split to filter out all the null values, and at the end we using the data conversion for our mismatch to handle the mismatch, data type mismatch. So each step prepare the data for loading by removing bad record and formatting the good ones. So let's quickly run this package. Okay, so now our package is running successful. Now check the data into our table. So here you have seen that all the first name now in uppercase. Okay, and where we have getting the null values, it is stored in our contact error table. So in contact updated we have getting our valid records, and in contact error we getting invalid records. So let's quickly walk through the demo. After running package, we have observed only contact with a valid name are loaded. Now we confirm name are now uppercase and null record are removed or diverted. So this clean data is now ready for downstream reporting, analytics, or loading into another Dynamic 365 environment. We can do one more thing, because we know that again we required these type of things. So now we have update, like I create another package, or another data flow. In this data flow, we taking OLDB as a source. Where is OLDB source? So now we update from our source data, because we have already getting the updated record here, and we have update based on the this data. Okay, so first we configure the data. So here we have getting what is the source. Source we have using a contact, updated contact. Okay, and destination is our CRM destination. So we have using CDS destination using the same connection. So here what we have required, we have update the columns. Which column we have required to update? First name and last name. Okay, and what is the where clause here? Where clause is contact ID. But if you have seen here, here we didn't capture any contact ID. Okay, so CRM provide many things. So in sorry for KingswaySoft provide to upsert thing. So here we have multiple operation like create, update, delete, upsert, merge, convert, send. So we can discuss more on the in our another video. So today we go through with the upsert things, and we want to update our contact thing. So just pick the contact. So this is the first section. In second section, record matching and reload optimizations. Okay, so here you have getting the matching criteria based on the primary key, and here what is the primary key? Primary key is a contact ID, but in our source it is not available. Okay, so KingswaySoft provide a mechanism, system duplicate detection. Okay, so based on that, we can perform the upsert operation. Because in our case, if we go through with a primary key, so you getting like you see this error: primary key field contact ID does not currently have an input. Okay, so in source it is not available, and if we go through with manual specification, so getting the same error. So in this situation, we just go through with system duplicate detection. So this is a and update all. Okay, so this is a one mechanism we can use for update the things. Okay, so in our case, I can ignore the birth date and email address because we just update the first name and last name based on uppercase. Okay, and there are multiple optimizations things are there, like bypass custom business logic. Sometimes we have using the plugins, so we can escape that part also. Bypass power automation flows. So these are different process optimization things. So in future video we can go through with one by one and also understand the lookup concept, because here you have seen that lookup thing. So in our next videos, I can more explain way I can show you. Okay, so now we go through with and update the first name and last name. So after successful execution, we just go through and check it is updated or not. Okay, so it is updated all the first name as a uppercase and last name as a uppercase. Okay, so we have go through with many things: data conversion, handling nulls, full data flow pipeline we have discussed, go through with our live demos. So now to summarize, use derived column for inline transformations, use conditional split to filter unwanted record, use data conversion to fix type compatibility issues. So these transformation help ensure clean, reliable data before it's pushed into CRM or any destination. So thank you for the watching this episode on SSIS data transformation with CRM. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and drop your question in the comments. I personally reply to each one. Stay tuned for next episode where we will work with staging tables and bulk inserted. See you in the next video. Thank you.